Hey, welcome back, my amazing student. So on this lecture here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start building this mini project, this contact manager that's gonna give us enough practice for us to take this to another level, basically to level 2. In our case, since we are in level 1, level 2, we're gonna learn a lot more, right guys? So here's what I got. Right now, we're gonna start just with the minimum, all right? So we got the main window here, all right? And I took this from the last lecture. Right, we're setting the window title here. We're gonna call this, I'm gonna have change the name on this, and we're gonna call this Contact Manager. So I want you to take off whatever you had from the other lecture and just leave it the way I got it, right? So we only have the minimum here. We have the title, we have the geometry, we're calling this methods here that we created, and I just put a pass here for now. So I want you to do the same thing. Put a pass. And then we're gonna start from scratch, all right? We are loading a style sheet. We have just some basic styles here. We're gonna put more styles later, all right? But right now, this is what we got. So I got the style sheet. I just got the background color to be a little blue. This is what we got from last time, all right? From the last lectures. So, and then we are loading the application here. We're creating the application. We're loading the style sheet. Got the window instantiated. We're showing the window, and we do the system exit, just what we did before, right? Let's just go ahead and clean this up here real quick. And this is the window that I got so far. One change that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make this 1,000, and I'm gonna make this 900, all right? Just because I want this to be very visible for you guys. You make it however you want. All right, depending on the size of your monitor. My size of the resolution here, I think I got 1080 by 1920. So I'm good. This is how it's gonna look on my side right now. It's kind of big, all right? So you make it whatever size is comfortable for you, all right? Remember, 1,000, this would be the width, and this would be the height, okay? So let's go and play around with this a little bit. So first things first. Right here on the setup UI method, we're gonna start calling the main classes here that are gonna make this work. So we're gonna do central widget. That's the first one, remember that. Now, why am I starting from scratch here with this? Guys, we need to build habits or routines that are gonna allow us to build applications really fast. And this is one of the best ways to actually make something stick in your mind, all right? Rewriting this stuff all over again, all right? We're not gonna write the same things as we did before, because we're gonna create a contact manager here that's gonna have some different components, a little bit different, all right? So we're gonna have the widget class here, and then we need this for the main layout. So the main layout is gonna be the vertical. We're gonna use that one again, okay? Simple as that. We're not doing much right now. Now we're gonna create a form layout, and remember what we used for that. We used the form class for this, right? Form layout class. All right. Now we're gonna build the inputs for that form, okay? So let's go ahead and grab self, and just like we did before, and then we grab this class called QLineEdit, like this. And then we build the second one. The second one, remember what the second one would be, right? Email. All right. All right. One thing here, make sure that you are importing this on the top, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a change here. Guys, this is what you should never skip a lecture. So for those of you that are not skipping, very good job, okay? Because you don't know what I'm gonna show you in one of the lectures. So I'm gonna put a parenthesis here, and I'm gonna put a parenthesis on here so that I can do this. I can bring this down and I don't get no errors, right? So I'm gonna bring this down a little bit so that way you guys can see. As a matter of fact, we could do this in multiples of 3, so that way it looks good, all right? So like this, okay? So this is all the classes I got so far here. I don't know, we're gonna use all of them. I think we're gonna use all of them and extra and plus, all right? We're gonna use some other stuff. And let me just put this here. That looks good to me, okay? All right, let's keep working on this here. So now that we got the form, all right, so you can go ahead and make a comment here if you might wanna make this clean, and you can do something like this. form layout for inputs. Okay. All right. So now we grab the form layout, and what we're going to do here, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to add a row. Well, I think we did this before, but it's good that we do it again. Let's do this, and then we'll do self.name input. We're making a row, and we're putting the self input in there on that form, all right? Simple as that. So we're going to make another row here for the email. Let's go here. We'll say, on this one here, we'll say email address. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now let's go down here. And what I'm going to do is, on this one, we can actually put number 1 here if you want. Let's do number 2 here, right? The second step here. Let's call this action buttons. All right. So we'll create the action buttons now. So let's do btn add here. Guys, remember that I'm creating this as I go, okay? So let's do q push to create a button, remember, okay? And here, we're just gonna say add contact. Super simple. Guys, keep up, all right? Don't stay behind. And let's create another one here to clear everything out. So let's just say clear all. So on this contact manager, we're gonna have a list. So it's gonna work a little bit different because we're gonna have a collection of things, right? So keep that in mind. All right, so now we have the action buttons. That's perfect. So far, our application doesn't look like much, right? So let's go and let me close this. And let's do Python app here. And you can see that so far there's nothing added, right? Because we need to add the widgets to the layout, right? So that's one thing that we need to do. So on the next lecture, we're gonna take this to the next lecture because I want you guys to do this little by little, all right? I want you guys to understand this information because when we jump to level 2 is gonna be a little bit more complicated than this, and we need to know these fundamentals. Level 3 is going to be off the chain too. So anyway, guys, let's go and take this to the next lecture. I'll see you guys then. Be consistent. Let's finish this. Let's get the fundamentals done so we can build some great apps. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to like the video. I'll see you guys on the next one.